Today we are going to see about Sitecore workflow, how to use the workflow and how to create a state, command and action. Before going to the topic, I am reiterating once again, please subscribe the channel. Then only whatever the new video I am posting will reach you automatically. Let us into the topic. So Sitecore workflow allows how to give a provision to control over the control approval process in Sitecore CMS. So it is a way of organizing the control workflow process. That is how the content editing and the approval process been organized. Okay, you can using this workflow you can organize the content editing part separately and approval and publishing part. So this will create in a structured and standard way of content editing using workflow. Okay. Let me show you a demo so that I will show you how to create a custom workflow. There are some default workflows available. So I will show you how to create a custom workflow and how to create a state and command and how to consume it in the in the content editor part and content approval part. Let us into the demo. Today I am going to show you how to create a workflow and how to consume workflow. Basically workflow has three states: state, command and action. State will decide the different state like draft, awaiting for approval and final publish. Likewise you can create a workflow. And command is inside the state what you are going to do. You are requesting for approval or you are approving or rejecting the item. Okay, and you are approving on approving what you are what action you are taking. Action is after the command execution, successful execution of the command, what action you are going to take, whether you are going to publish it or send an email, that you can write in action. Okay, let me show you how to create a custom workflow. So I am going to the system workflow folder. So I am going to create a custom workflow here. So I'm going to create a new workflow. Let it name is as content workflow. I name it as content workflow test. In that workflow, I'm going to create a state. So initially my state would be draft. So I'm just putting draft state. So in C there is a checkbox final. If your state is in the current, if your current state is a final state, then you can tick. Otherwise you don't need to tick this final checkbox. Apart from this, you are having you can provide some description if you need it, or you can select the publishing targets here. Okay, so now it's a draft state. I'm not going to do anything. So and again I'm going to insert another state, that is awaiting approval. Okay, and I'm going to create a final state which is approved state. Okay. Now I have created a draft awaiting approval approved state. So in this draft I am going to create a command request for approval. Request for approval. Okay. So in this you need to select the next state. The next state will be awaiting approval. Okay. Suppress command, there is a text box will be shown when you complete your current progress of the state. Then there is a command you need to enter. If you want to suppress that command, you can suppress here. So this is since it's a draft state, I am just not ticking the checkbox. And other things, the message and dialog height, everything appears how the message box should be appear. Thus details are provided here. If you want, you can use it, otherwise you can skip this. Okay. Now let us create for awaiting approval. Awaiting approval, I am creating a command. First is approve. That is, I am approving the state. So here I am selecting the next state as content approve. Okay, and I'm inserting another state which is called as reject. Okay, so I'm selecting the next state of the reject to draft state. So content workflow draft, because I'm rejecting the states and it should come to draft state. Okay, now approve state. So this is the final state, so I am just marking it as final. Okay, that's it. There are, in this, if you insert here, you can insert commands. Similarly, you can execute some action. If it is approved, you can execute some action like publishing. You can publish, like publish, auto publish. Likewise, you can create some method. So I will show you how this will work. So you can provide some DLL reference code and parameter as well, so that the respective activity will be taken. Currently, I am not showing that, so I'm just letting it to be a command based one, state command. Okay, action, if you want, you can include that action, and you can write a custom code to execute the action. Okay, there are some built-in built-in DL commands are available. You can also include call that method to perform the activity. Okay, so I am not showing that action details in depth. So I am just showing the basic stated command. Okay, remaining things I will do it manually. What are the action to automatically take, I will do manually. So first I need to check this workflow state, initial state. So I am just checking initial state would be a draft. Okay, so okay, now a new workflow created, and its command and everything is created. I am publishing this item. Okay, I'm just publishing this workflow item. Workflow got published. Then I'm going to create assign this workflow to my template. Okay, so I'm going to create a new template. User defined. I'm going to create a new folder, template folder, workflow test. Okay, I'm creating a new template called workflow test. Okay, I'm creating a new template for test. Now it's created. I'm creating a default section name, personal details. Distinctly you can write, build a section name and data template, everything. So I'm giving name, age, and description. It be a description. Let it be a rich text box. Okay, text. Okay, so created a template. Okay, so I'm just publishing this template. Okay, yeah, template published. Then I'm going to create a standard item. So in the builder options, I'm creating a standard values. Okay, standard value is created. In this standard value, in the workflow section, I'm selecting in the workflow section, in the workflow field, I am selecting my created workflows. Will they conduct test? Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay, and the default workflow as content test. Also content test. Okay. I'm saving this item and just publishing it. Now my item template is ready. So whenever I create an item, it will not be published immediately. Let us show you. Let me show you. So I'm creating a new item from this template. So from template, selecting workflow template here. Workflow test. So by default it won't be published, and also the workflow here. Sorry. Workflow here will be draft state because we set the initial state of the current workflow state is draft state. Okay. Now the workflow is ready. So now I am going to consume it, and I implemented some real-time scenario how to implement. So for that I am going to create two roles: content editor role and content manager or content audit approver role. Okay. So let me create a two role here. Okay. Go to role manager, create a new role, content, let me name this content Setcore editor, Setcore editor. Okay, let me select the members. Okay, so currently I am selecting only one member, that is Setcore client authoring. Okay, this is the one member for this content editor, Setcore content editor. So I am assigning security to this content editor. For home node, I am assigning full roles for this one testing purposes. Okay, write permission, permission, create and delete as well. For the sub item as well, I am creating this. Apart from this, system workflow between the access for the main German decision, and for the draft I am including an additional two columns for this. I already included. Okay, I am including this 3-1. So for the draft I am including, I am selecting this workflow delete workflow. By default it won't be available. You need to go to columns and you need to enable this 3 access right for editor. Similarly, for this request for approval, I am providing this thing. Okay, now it's fine. And apart from this, I am providing rights to my created templates. So I have created a workflow template here. I am providing read rights as well. Okay, it's my output test. I'm providing read rights to each item and distant. Okay, it's fine. Then I'm selecting content approval role. Okay, approval. So this content approval role, first I am providing for the home node. Okay, home node. So sorry. to create a new role, that is site content, site pro approval. Okay, let it select the member. Let me select the member. Select the member. First, I am including client authoring. Okay, that is client authoring is the default client where it will provide basic users and authoring, content authoring role, include users and content authoring role. Apart from that, I am also including advanced publishing role. Advanced publishing. Okay, two role I have given, so I am selecting the security access for this. So home node I am giving read, write. Okay, and for resident as well. Okay, and I'm providing access for the template as well. Template, I'm selecting read access, and for the resident as well. For template, I have given access for the workflow template as well. Now I am going to assign flow, system workflow, created workflow, content workflow test. So node I'm giving read access. Okay, read and resident, and this content approver, right? So this content approver will have access to this draft as well, and they can even change the draft as well. So providing access to this, and it's a request for approval as well, because content author need all the they can able to access this role as well, draft role as well. Okay, so I'm selecting this. Okay, now I'm going to awaiting approval. So this content access should have read access, and I'm providing this flow delete, workflow write, workflow execute similarly for the others as well, approve, reject as well. So providing this approve and reject option as well. Right. Let me provide approve, reject, and also approved state also I need to provide access, read access, and I'm providing one provide. I'm providing this workflow delete, workflow write, workflow command execute. By default, this three won't be available. You need to go to columns and you need to tick this. Okay. Now I have given all the relevant access. Let me check the home node whether it has access. Okay. Access given for content approver as well. So now I'm going to create a user for this role. Okay. So I'm creating a new user. I'm going to go into the user manager. So here I'm going to create CS content editor. Content E means content editor. So I'm doing email ID. Content email.com, and I'm giving password as email.com. Sorry. Okay. Let me select password B. Okay. Now I'm selecting the role as Sitecore content editor. Add a Sitecore content editor role. See, client users, client authoring, site code. This two automatically comes within this client authoring role. Okay, next. Okay, now I'm going to create another row user, that is content approval. Let it be name it as content A. So let me give some email ID. And at gmail.com. Let me give password as default. Okay, and I am selecting the site code content approval role. Select the site code content approval. Now the publishing, everything's coming. Okay, and publishing along with users, authoring along with publishing and advanced publishing. Okay, next. Okay. Now I'm going to my content editor part. I'm going to create a new item from my admin login. I'm just for testing purpose, I'm creating a folder. Okay, let me name it as test workflow test. Workflow test. Okay, that I'm going to create a folder file. Sorry, insert from template. Let me use this workflow template, new workflow test. Okay. Now if you see, by default it won't be publishable. If you go and see the workflow here, you can able to see the test already set and it is in draft state. Now the workflow is in working state. Now I'm saving this, I'm logging into my content editor. So let me log in with my content editor role, content key. So password is same. So this is the login. So it only have limited access. Okay. And if we go to content editor, we go to this workflow test folder. Let me see that this is the item. So I'm just unlocking. I'm just providing a detailed value. Okay. Let me give some value and save it. So we go to review, you will see the request for approval. Okay, now I'm giving a request for approval. So because you don't have content editor doesn't have the right to publish, because if you go to publish you won't see the publishing option. Okay, because I didn't include the content advanced publishing roles. Okay, now I'm going to review. My only option is I have edited this. Okay, now I am request for approval. Okay, so I am providing command. Previously I mentioned, right, suppress command, right? This is the purpose. If you untake it, this command will not come. So I'm giving a request for the content approval. Please approve changes made. Please approve changes made. Okay, now it is, we cannot proceed further because it is in the content approval queue. Now I am log out with my content editor account, and now the content I am logging with content approval. Content A. Okay, similarly this also has the minimum access. So there is a workbox which will have all the item which are need to be reviewed. Okay, now I am going to my workflow test, content workflow test. So if you see, a new workflow test is assigned. Okay, that's available. There are you can easily, there are a lot of many options available. You can even select this, approve directly or reject it, or you can view it. If you double click, you can view the changes made. So currently I am not satisfied with the change because the age is 41 is quite big, so I am not accepting that age. Okay, now what I am doing, I'm selecting this item, reject it. Okay. Now I have rejected the workflow. Okay. Now the from approval to it went to draft state. Okay. So I am logging and log out from my current content approval state. User. Now I am logging with content editor. That editor E. Now if I go and see that item from the content editor, I will see the workflow in some draft state. So now see, so now I'm logging it out. I'm making this age as 16. Okay, now I'm saving it. I'm going to review this request for approval. I'm providing age is correct. Okay, now age is correct. Now I'm going to log in, log out, log in with my content approval role. Content A. Now you see so I'm going to workbox again. Okay, now there is a item in the workflow item. So now I'm viewing this item. I'm seeing the age is correct, the age is perfect, then the content is valid. Now I'm selecting the item, I approve the item. Now the content is approved, then I am logging out my account. So I'm go to my content editor role. Content editor role doesn't have publish option. Okay, so either you can set another action item in the sub item of the approved role where you can auto publish it, or you can manually publish it. Now if you go and see my item from the content editor point of view, I can't do anything. So now I'm logging it out. So I'm going with my admin account. Okay, so I'm just doing this manually. You can include action, and you can do it this publishing the item. You can do it automatically. You can create a now I have shown a state and command. In that command you can create an action for publishing the item, or you can include another action for email the details to content editor. So that logic you can implement custom. Okay, now I'm going this. I'm going to publish this. Okay, so I'm going to publish this item. Now the content is ready. Yeah, it's updated. Okay, this is a simple demo of creating items. This will I have shown here how to create a state workflow. In that I have shown a demo how to create a workflow and how to create item for that workflow, and how to create a state in it, how to create a command. So if you want an auto publish or auto email, you can create an action in the specific command, and you can write a custom logic, or you can use the existing logic as well. This is a simple demo explains how the workflow, how you can create a workflow and implement in CM level, so that the content editing part will be in a structured manner according to the standard suggested by the Sitecore. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe the channel if you are not yet subscribed yet. Then only what are the new video I am posting will reach you automatically. This is Satish Kumar signing off. Thank you. Good luck. Bye bye.